do we have a good one for you tonight, folks? Last time on Iron Fang Invasion, Elwood is captured by the Legion and sentenced to fight to the death in an arena.
You are surrounded by many hobgoblins, and in front of you, that you can barely see in the darkness, is Kurgri, her weapons drawn.
There are tears still in his eyes. He feels the warmth of Yomadai. And whether or not he should, he feels forgiven. And he strikes once across her chest, and as she's knocked off balance without missing a beat, he steps forward, leaning into the strike, and comes back through, felling her and ripping her apart as she crumbles and collapses before him, dead.
I had a feeling she was useless. I'll finish you myself.
You have all secured yourself an early death. If not by my hand, the Namathi will lick their wounds, and they will strike back. This will be your grave error. He readies.
You take 42 points of damage as this guy's offhand dagger plunges right into your neck. And he tosses your body to the ground, looks at all the hobgoblins around him, and says,
"Get back to work."
Our remaining heroes and the survivors of Phaendar flee to Fangwood Forest, exhausted and broken-hearted.
Nyari comes down off of her rage and is immediately struck with such a heavy fatigue as tears just involuntarily begin streaming down her face, and she's immediately transported back to a memory. Her mother sits behind her on a wooden cot, and she's braiding her hair, and she says, "You will always feel fear, Steer Nellis. It is what you do with your fear that defines you. Courage is not being unafraid. Courage is being scared to death and moving forward regardless."
So Orin, much the same, finds a nice rock, big boulder to just sit down next to. He carries a little book with him that has the hammer and tongs symbol on it. Small area in the back where he takes notes, and he begins writing about Elwood, what he remembers. He didn't know Elwood, but he just jots down a little bit about Elwood and begins taking notes on, Phaendar and what transpired there and grievances to repay one day.
Theros walks away from the group a bit of a ways to find some time to himself, to hide the tears that are slowly making their way down his cheeks, as he too recalls a memory. "That's all right, don't be shy. Come to me. Come here," he says in a childlike voice, as Volus, a small bear cub, emerges from a little berry bush. "It's all right, we can share this," he says, as he holds out a handful of berries to the small cub. Volus happily partakes in the small meal. Cuts back to Theros, quietly weeping next to the tree, as he says, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my friend."
However, hope is not lost, as they awaken to a very welcome surprise.
Theros, you wake up, but that bond you feel with Volus is still there. And what's more is it feels stronger. Almost as if Volus is still alive. So within the first hour, he came to consciousness and started following your guys' scent into the forest.
Oh, good bear!
And throughout the night, he has eventually caught up to you guys. As you guys are all having these reactions, laughing and whatnot, saying Volus is still alive, a strange, infectious optimism just pervades the camp.
Let us not forget the reason we are here tonight. Our brother Elwood gave his life so we could have this moment. Let this moment be the first in many, where we fight back. Cheers to Elwood.
Amidst the rekindling spirits, a new companion joins the company.
Whoa there. Wasn't looking for any trouble.
Who
He
are
looks
you?
around.
Who are you and why are you here? I've never seen your face before.
My grandfather, Father Nolan. Does he live?
I'm so sorry. He did
Oh.
not make it out with us.
It really is just me then. Auburn the Green, the ranger, or former ranger. Does she live?
Aiden, I apologize that we couldn't get your grandfather out alive, but this is a time that we have to be strong. You've always wanted to prove yourself. You've always wanted to make a name for yourself. I think now is the time for you to... Now's your chance.
After meeting Aiden, our heroes determine their next course of action, to explore and search for supplies for their camp. The party traverses the deeply wooded area until they finally reach an abandoned farm. But this discovery comes with an unpleasant surprise. An angry swarm of bees attacks, and the group scatters, desperately searching for a means to fight back, as Theros attempts to burn them away with alchemist's fire. He falls to the swarm, but is shortly thereafter rescued by Orin, as Nyari draws away the attention of the vicious insects. Aiden hurls the party's final alchemist fire, and the swarm is finally dispersed. Our heroes gather whatever supplies they can scavenge and take shelter at the farm for the night. But what adventures await them the next day? Oh, we're about to find out.